Honestly, I cannot believe I'm doing this again in the year 2019, but since this year seems to be the year of doing things that I really wanted to do when I was 12 years old, here we are. Also, this is mostly scripted, so I hope it doesn't come off as too robotic or anything. I tried to write the script similar to how I talk, just with more full stops more often. I figured it'd be best to have a script of some kind when going into this because unscripted stuff just really sucks. It feels disorganized and really unprofessional, but, it. Anyway, one of my first speed paints I uploaded to YouTube, incidentally through my dad's YouTube account, featured my old Fursona Flicker. I'm still kind of attached to design, honestly, and she will always be a part of me, but I really wanted to do a completely new Fursona at some point. I'm thinking of making a bat Fursona or something like that, but that's for another video, and I'll explain all my redesign choices then. At this point in the design process, I really want to stay true to her original design, which was the same color scheme and has some similar elements to it. I think she was supposed to have wings or something at some point, but she could make them phase in and out of view. It wasn't a set in stone sort of thing, so I decided not to include them in this design. Plus, wings take forever to draw, and even though I enjoy drawing them, it just didn't fit into the composition. Later in the video, you can see that I struggle a little with making the flame designs on her fur. One thing I'm adamant about is that she has flame-themed fur, since she first started out as a warrior's persona called Hawk Talon, later Hawkfire, hence the flame colors. She also used to have longer head fur, since when I designed her, I had really, really long hair, which I've cut since, so I wanted to reflect that in the redesigned version. She's gone through a lot of different tail designs, and the most recent one before today was the one I originally went with in the video. You'll see that I kind of play with two different ones for a little while, and I flash back and forth between them a couple of times, and ultimately I settled with a different one that better complemented the design that I had for her back. I'm also fairly adamant about the green eyes, which provide the necessary contrast in her design to make her more interesting. Surprisingly, I kept this part of the design since she was in her beta stages. The green eyes part was just something that, I don't know, I was obsessed with when I was a kid. Another part of her design that I kept from original version was her scarf. Sort of? The scarf started its life as the bandana, which was what my 11 to 12-year-old self thought was the peak of Fursona design. Honestly, though, that design was largely ripped off from the amazing Easy Pups, I'm sorry, I'm totally butchering that, who went by Bonnie the Kitty way back when I first started watching her, and I obviously want to branch out because of that. That was just when I was a kid, But, huge unwarranted shout out to her for being the first art account I ever subscribed to on YouTube, and for being an amazing inspiration when I was young and impressionable. I'll link her current YouTube channel as well as a few other social media in the description, since she totally deserves 90% of the credit for this design. That being said, I think something I want to draw for a future video is Flicker's alter ego, who I may end up just redesigning into a new Fursona, another character. Obviously, this was yet another idea I had when I was very young and making my first OCs, so he was evil and horrible and very badly designed. Full stop, I'll be totally transparent, I also stole this idea from Bonnie, because I was a really unoriginal kid, but I have an excuse. I was really young at the time. Now I don't, so I'm splitting them into two characters, because that's just how people grow over 7 or 8 years, however long it has been since I first made this. I'll see if I can dig up some old designs though, and if I can, I'll include them in the video. If not, then obviously you won't be seeing them. Anyways, that's just about all I have to say. Hopefully this goes to the cool bass drop that happens in the background track, and in a future video I'll try to have better audio that isn't just this. Anyway, thanks for listening so far, and enjoy the rest.